Okay, hello. So, just talking again about these very strange times that we're in with the coronavirus and relating it again to personal development and what we can do to develop ourselves further, to become better people, to use opportunity to a certain extent, to help each other, to help the situation rather than make it worse. We're living at the minute in a real sort of scarcity mindset, which is something that you hear these gurus talking about. They talk about having an abundance mindset versus a scarcity mindset, and how even before all this kind of stuff went wrong, even when the economy was strong and the markets were strong and things, people people still feel fearful. People still have that scarcity mindset where they're worried that other people have got more than them. They're envious, they're angry, they're resentful, they're bitter, and it's this scarcity mindset that they just feel as though they don't have as much as someone else. They feel as though they deserve more. They're very self-entitled, and they just end up looking at things in a very negative way, and that actually brings the person themselves down. It doesn't do them any good whatsoever. But they convince themselves quite often. Quite often, very intelligent people, they will feel like that, and they'll convince themselves that that's fine, that's the way it is. Someone needs to say something and push back against the system and stuff like that, but it doesn't actually help you as an individual. The system we have is the system we have, and it's what we've had for a long time. And the best thing we can do is work with it, and try and be the best that we can possibly be in the situation. So, with this coronavirus, things have got really difficult. There's a sort of a mass scarcity mindset now where people are hoarding toilet roll as if it's made from gold. The shelves are empty, and this is fear. This is kind of panic. People are worrying. People hear different things on the grapevine and on the news, and they just don't believe that there's enough to go around. So they try and hoard it all for themselves. And it's just really interesting to me because that's what people do. Even like I said, before times get bad, people, you get these people who sort of say, I'm going to work as much as I need to until I'm comfortable, and they sort of think that that's okay. But actually, that's quite a selfish mindset. That's a kind of hoarding sort of, I'm going to work, do what I need to do just because I have to, get enough money that I can be comfortable and just sort of arse around and do nothing else. Well, actually, a decent mindset, a positive mindset would be someone who works as hard as possible to achieve as much as they possibly can, become the best person they can, give as much to society as they possibly can, be as valuable to their community as possible. They're more likely to have more success that way. They're more likely to make more money. They're more likely to have more of a sense of meaning, and well-being as well, actually giving something back to people. And we kind of need to get out of this mindset that having money is a bad thing. It's money isn't bad. It's human nature that's bad. It's what people do with it that's bad. And there are some examples at the minute of certain celebrities just holding up in their mansions and boasting and not really helping particularly. And then there's other people who are like these footballers who are giving out their hotels to NHS staff and helping them. And I've seen it locally as well. I saw an NHS worker put out a message online recently saying that he needs somewhere to live for a little while because his young daughter is really ill, and he's obviously on the front line, and if he brings the coronavirus back to her, he could easily kill her. So he's having to ask for help, and luckily a few people have stood up and taken responsibility and given him their place to live in for a little while, which is absolutely fantastic. I mean, the guy's obviously a hero, like all the NHS staff are. Anyone who goes out to battle this with not enough protective equipment, to help society, they deserve a lot more than just a medal, basically. And we've taken the NHS for granted for a long time, and I think that's reflected in our kind of political choices as a country quite often as well, but I won't get into that now. So I just wanted to talk about this scarcity mindset really, and how it's something that we talk about a lot when we're talking about personal development. And it's really important, I think, that when times are difficult like this, that we try not to amplify it too much. You're going to feel as if there isn't much around, but there are opportunities in hard times. You listen to people like Jim Rohn and the people who have gone before, studied the markets. The markets always go up and they always go down. You get massive crashes. This is fairly unprecedented, but you do get massive crashes, and things will recover. So it's not about taking opportunity out of people's misery. It's actually seeing opportunity in the sense that you can actually do something to help people. And you never know, you might find that if you do that and you help someone, that you become a better person, you become a happier person, a less negative person, a less resentful and bitter person. And that's always good, because those negative traits aren't helpful to anyone. And if we become negative, resentful and bitter, as a society, then we are really going to struggle. So it is about being positive, working with what we've got, doing the best we possibly can as individuals. You can't change other people, but you can change yourself. So start with yourself, do the best you can, be the best you can be, and don't have any regrets.